Oh yeah. Oh gosh. I've been doing a lot of work since last time. A lot of work. And I haven't recorded most of it. So I wanted to get an awful lot more advanced than I was and knowledgeable so that people could get onto the nice technical stuff and the nice cool inventions and things and whatever else you want to see rather than me derping around. So let's see what I've got set up so far. I've got my wind turbines. They're not efficiently spaced, but there's enough of them to create lots of power. And I've got my MFEs here, one here. Then I've got one down here to extend, then I've got another one down here to convert. And yep, I've got all the conversions correct, so my MFE goes into my LV, and then it comes into my back box, and that powers all my stuff. So that's a nice thing to get sorted. I'm currently relocating everything to here, along this row, and I've got all these things to put back. And I've been doing lots of work with mining and testing out some things. So what I've got here is that when these are then used up, the items get sucked out the back, like so, and into the front chests. So why am I doing that? It's because I get annoyed that there's stuff in the ends here, and basically you do one stack of stuff and then unless you pull it out you can't get them back. And because of that, I'm now sorting out a system to automatically sort everything. So this is an ender chest. As you can see, items are going in and then the items are going out. So here I've got dirt, gravel, in here we've got cobble, nether brick, soul sand and netherrack. And this is because I was mining tons of them anyway and needed to sort them. And all the rest here is going into the unsorted pile. These will be separated into useful stuff, things like ores and things, and sand and that sort of stuff. And now I'm going to pipe them into these machines, which will then automatically do them, and then automatically put them in the chests. Whew. So, just demonstrating here what's going to happen. So, when I put my turtles down, as I'll show you in a minute, they then mine their stuff. They then put their items into an ender chest with my colour code on. Then this machine over here sucks them out. I'll just put 4 redstone engines on this. I'll probably need to upgrade these to electric ones for the speed, but for the moment it can keep up with a couple of streams of items. Not with tons and tons of turtles though. So I do need to upgrade that. And I can always do this with more than one receiving ender chest, but it's a bit annoying on one because the item streams start going backwards and things. So I'm probably need to work out how to do 2 ender chests and pulling them both out at the same time and going to the same filtering system. So I need to work that out. And this is just sorting out the chests that I had laying around. I'm just moving on stuff over. So that's the progress. And I've got chunk loaders here. I've got chunk loaders around my turtles as well. Now you can put chunk loaders onto turtles themselves, but we had a big problem with that and we had to roll back the server because it kind of crashed everything out and yeah, it destroyed the server basically. So up here what I've got is just end chests and a bit dark, but when these get set off I just put them in excavate. I haven't put a individual program or anything yet, that's fine for me at the moment. And then they just dump them in these end chests and it gets sucked into the base. So basically it's wireless mining. And I'll be doing a lot in the nether as well. We're starting in nether perimeter and you can see there's death spots everywhere. I need to make a way down, or at least make a water pool down there so I don't keep killing myself. Now last time I said I would look at the soul shards, and I have a lot. Maybe too much. I did film a load of it, but then I decided to just film now instead. And let's go have a look at what we've done with the soul shards. Made myself some soul shards, and I broke down this west dungeon. And with the help from runners from Co-Crafted, we've been building a crusher here. So this is for skeletons and zombies. and it's rather effective. So I'll show you what we've done down here first. And the wisps do spawn up here, but now that we've got all these blocked off, they don't spawn at all, which is interesting if we want to make a farm at some point. And down here, we've got our creeper heads, our skeleton heads and things as well. And that's because we have a Vorpal and Disjunction sword, which allows us to do that. I don't know which one of that does that, but it does. And we've got tier 5 zombie, and I've got a tier 5 skeleton in there as well. So if I just turn that one on, because the tier 5 ones can be activated by redstone, there you are. It does 4 at once every like 2 seconds. It's insane. But from those ones, you can't collect souls. So what you have to do is fill up these soul shards. If I can get this without dying. You have to fill up your soul shards with their souls, and you can increase the souls you get by using a soul stealer blade. So on this one I get 5 souls per kill, only from the natural spawners, the vanilla ones, not those ones. So I've been saving some up, and I'm going to be getting some more skeleton zombies, skeleton spawners. And so that's we can move it into Nether and build a wither skeleton farm. So that's going to be pretty cool. And Wanez has been doing a load of the Mistcraft stuff, I think it is. Whichever one it is, I don't know. Been helping him get some stuff for that. You can hear him in the background. And he's been getting that going. 43 axe. So he's been helping me out as well. And he'll be back in a minute. So if I just throw in this potion, and I'm not sure if this actually works yet. He's back. I want to see if you can double up the soul stealer and the killing. So if I've got 409 there and 454. 400. It's gone up. Yeah, it's gone up about 40 each, but that's probably just the normal killing amount, not not just the soul stealer, because soul stealer I get 5 each, so unless there's only like 8 of each, then that would make some sense. So the potions don't really work. Well, if I didn't, I may have not have switched here fast enough. I might have to try that another time. But from here I get 5 each. So I'm going to keep going here, and we're going to get some more spawners, I think. I've got the zombie one here, and they're really cool to do. All you need to do is just put it in. If you put the cage down, and you just right click it in. Probably don't want to do it here. If I get a switch as level 5 one, you can activate it with redstone. So then if I just grab some, he used up all the cobble. We'll just grab some here. Oh, not a good idea. I'll place that in a minute. So make a lever here. If I have a stick, nope, I don't. Very organised today, everyone. We've also been trying to hunt for Enderman with Exuma when he was on earlier, so that we can get to the end. We got a few of them, not nearly enough though. So I turn that off straight away, and I put the zombie on in. There you go. And that's all you do, and then you can just grab that back. So same way as before. You got your soul shard, and you've got your cage, and you don't lose any of it. So I've got one in there at the moment, and all I have to do is just break that and then take it to Nether with me, and then we can have some good fun. So that's what we're going to be aiming at today, and I'll probably go for 4 of these level 5 spawners, so that would be 16 every time they spawn. So we should be getting a lot of wither skulls. So I'll see you when I've got a couple more spawners. Okay, so we've been doing this for quite a while, and I have a number of these. So let's get some blocks. Any block will do. I'll use dirt, and I get this away from here. And all I need to do is just make a nice run away. And you'll see what I'm going to do in a sec. There we go. And I'm going to put 4 of these cages down. And we're going to go for a skeleton. A zombie? Skeleton? And the zombie! That's insane. Oh, and then my jetpack went. Uh, that's insane. That is absolutely insane. Oh, that is the best thing I've seen in Minecraft for quite a while. Let me grab my stuff and we'll see how that's going. Yeah, Raven's Child came on, so we thought I'd give him a little show. But that is mob loot, isn't it? Got a nice creeper skull there. There we go. So that is free loot. And I'm going to be putting the skeleton ones into the Nether shortly, and we'll be testing that. But for the moment, that is infinite resources of them. Now, think of what you can do then with the creeper one. I'll see you when we do this in the Nether, I think. Okay, so we're at the Nether now, and I set up my spawners, and Wanez has set up a little bit extra for me while I was at work. So I got some chests up here just for random loot. So we got some stuff already, and we're going to build this up now so it's safe. We had a big problem. He built this bottom bit and he was just making them collect in there and he was killing them underneath. I just had it so that they were just falling and dying from fall damage, so they weren't living at all. But he didn't have a roof on this bit, so they all got out and we died many times. So we're now building a wall up of this, and I'm going to fill it in with iron bars, I think. So I think that'll look nice, although probably should have done that on the way, just so they can't shoot us. And what we want this for, wait for it, this is going to be our diamond factory, because we get so much coal from this, and we also want the wither skeleton skulls, but mostly coal. And someone did say in the comments that they were going to nerf it so that wither skeletons wouldn't spawn on one of these spawners. And if they do that in time, then we'll just go and collect some wither ones. And there's not that much trouble. No, you need 200 withers to, skeletons anyway, to get a full one. So it's not too much of a hassle, and by then we've probably got far too many skulls as it is, and maybe even far too many diamonds. So we have got an apparatus up at the main base that does the diamond condensing, and we're going to use ender chests, I believe, to funnel it out, the coal that is, and we use that. So while he just finishes that bit there, I'm going to go show you what we're going to be building. I want to build it here really because I want it all together, and I don't want to be playing around with chunk loaders here, because we've been using a few chunk loaders around the world and it does lag people, so you don't want to use them unnecessarily. I quite like it so that I just have a nice bit there. I can just stand around the spawners, because you've got to be near the spawners anyway for them to spawn, and then all you'd have to do is wait around and the skeletons will die, or you kill them, might get some turtles to kill them for experience, and maybe drops, I don't know. And then all the drops will get funneled out by obsidian pipe and then into this machine. And I want to build one in the Nether. It'd be quite nice to have it all together as a project. So in goes coal. Coal goes into pulverizer. These are little redstone engines. Then you get coal dust, and we also load flint into this one. So this uses 64 coal, 8 flint and 1 obsidian. So coal goes into this, get flint and coal dust. These are auto crafting tables. We have coal dust and flint goes to coal ball. This one then gets pushed into here, which then gets pushed into the compressor, and that comes out here as compressed coal balls. So they come into here. This chest for is obsidian, and I've got tons of obsidian. I've got something like 10 stacks at the moment, and it's really easy to get. So 1 obsidian per diamond is a pretty good deal, and then this gets then sucked around to another compressor here, and it makes diamonds. So that's free diamonds. They're not industrial diamonds, they're not anything like that, they're actual diamonds. So this would be our diamond making factory, and all you have here is these are then just heated up and not heated up, generated energy from this generator, which has just got an infinite loop of wood in here from our tree farm. And in the nether we can just throw some more coal in here from the drops and it will work just the same. So that's what we want to set up. So let's go see how much progress he's been making. I don't want to fill in the inside bits of them because we do have the problem of being shot, but we can still use it without doing that. So let's see, and if we turn this baby on, there we are, he's turned it on. And it's nice because I set up a little thing up the top so that you can actually just reach down and flick the levers on and off. So these are just 3 level 5 skelly spawners. Let's get in here and let's see how this is working so far. Very good. I've got 6 skulls on me and I should be using the Warple. Okay, so let's see if this works. Because this has got the Warple in it, so we should get some more skulls. It's got 6 at the moment. We'll see if we get another one just in a few kills. Maybe all these items should be sucked in though. So at the moment we got it so that it filters them out. I don't know how big the radius is for this pipe. I probably have an array of pipes around it. Still got 6. Maybe Warple doesn't work on those ones. I'm using the wrong sword, aren't I? There we are, let's use that one. Much better. So hopefully we'll get a skull soon. He's got 2 skulls, I've got 6. Let's see if any are going in here. Oh, we got 2 in there. Okay, so they are working. That's very good. Oh, there goes another one. I saw that one. Wanner's got that one. So they're pretty common, and I think we're going to stand around here for a little bit and collect up some skulls, and then we're going to look at making this into a diamond factory. So we'll be back in a bit. Wanner's and Exuma went and killed the Ender Dragon when I wasn't on, and we've got a couple of Enderman spawners, so I have been getting some pearls now. So it opens up a lot of doors for manufacturing things, because a lot of them do use ender pearls. Let me just turn this spawner off. There you go. So now we got to make the diamond factory, and I'm going to make it here. So what I've got to do is funnel in from this ender chest. I want coal, flint and obsidian, and these come into the system that I'm going to build around here and then make my diamonds. And I have my diamonds going to a nice chest at the end. So I'm going to go now and note down how they've made the first one, and I want to edit it quite a lot, or hopefully, so that I can have all the chests in a row for putting things in without needing to sort of hop around it. So it won't be as space efficient, but it will be aesthetically efficient, we'll say that, and it'll be nice to look at. So off to spawn, and I'll be back with you when I've got that in my head of how we're going to build it. Okay, so I went and had a look and I noted down how it works and understand it all. So I've hooked up another diamond pipe here, and just this one coming out of the chest, which the items will go through directly. So first of all, I'm going to have obsidian, gravel, obsidian, flint and coal coming down this one through this black pipe. This will then go into the system for the diamond factory. Now someone said I should build a matter fabricator stuff instead of doing a diamond factory, but this is just a fun project and just a way to use some resources. I'm not that far through yet to do all that stuff. So this pipe also comes along from this area here and goes to a bat box just down there. And I've also linked up some electric engines to this. Put one in there so far, I can put the other 3 in there as electric, as they are wired up. And that just makes the items come out the chest even faster, which is what I'm going to need when I'm setting off all my turtles again, just from one end chest. Hopefully that will keep up with the amount of items going in at once. So, this power comes up, and that tube comes up for the items. So first of all, before I start that, I want to build a singularity compressor because I don't know what it is and I want to make one anyway. So advanced machine block. I have got a rolling machine, so I've got some advanced alloy. I've got my nano saber, so I have got that. Advanced alloy, carbon plate. I should have all that on me, whichever way around it was. Let's see, advanced machine block, and we have a compressor, and that. Now this probably doesn't do what I wanted to do. I'm thinking it may do the same job but faster, but maybe I'll put in the other ones and just ask you in the comments. I'm sure you would be very helpful and tell me. So I've got the order crafting tables, I've got the barrels. I'm going to try barrels instead of chests. I'm not sure, I might do chests. Probably best to do chests actually. I've got my flint, or I can have an overflow to barrels, doesn't really matter. So I've got my pulverizer, so I'm going to power these. So I'm going to work out how to do these first of all. I won't sit there and record the whole thing. I want each machine or chest in a row, and the wiring and pipes can be as crazy as I want because I am in the air. I just want it all nice in a pretty row, so I'll be back when that's done. Okay, so it's been a couple of hours actually to get this working, and I did most of it, and then I realised that things have to go in the top of compressors to then go through them, which made me redesign the whole thing again. And everything looks quite nice. I wanted it so that I could turn every single bit of it off if I want to. So these chests in here have obsidian, this one's for flint, and there's one back here for coal. And I want to be able to turn it all off so that, because when I'm normally doing mining, or if I set up a quarry or anything like that, it all comes in here. That means all the flint comes in here, all of the obsidian goes in there, all of the coal goes in there. So I don't want to clog up the system at any point, or if it's going too fast I can just turn bits of it off. So if I turn it all on, I've got enough flint in there at the moment, I've got enough obsidian in there for quite a while, so all I need to do is turn on the intermediary ones. That one's already on, that one should be on, that one should be on, that one goes to that one. It's fine, so compressed balls in there already, that filled that up. I can then turn on this one. This one moves the coal over, and there's no coal in there. So let's throw these things in here so we can see where they go. Oh no, that one doesn't go in the system anyway. So that one can go on. So we see that goes through, it makes the coal balls, and that will just move it through in a second. And that goes up to the next part. Takes quite a while, doesn't it? So you don't want to clog these up, because if you get too much flint in here, then it will just start throwing them out everywhere. So, oh, that's not on, that's why. That would make some sense, wouldn't it? We see that moving now. There you are, that's been made. That goes up, goes into the compressor. There you are. Comes down here, moves along to another chest, which can be stored in here. And then from there, we have this one here, pulling up to the next autocrafter, which makes the coal chunk. Coal chunk moves along here into the compressor, moves it along to the diamond chest. So these will make diamonds for me if I want to, on demand. Now they do use up quite a lot of energy. I had to move my bat box. I think the wind seemed to have died down for a bit. Yes, it has, by a lot. I put a switch in here to stop this electric one if I want to, and this electric one uses a lot of energy as well. So I do need to set up a mega power source sometime, whether it's extending those windmills by a lot, or building some sort of reactor or something. Probably go for geothermal. I'd probably replicate what they did at the main base, moving the lava through into a big storage tank. I can have a big storage tank up here, using ender chests instead of nether portals, do it that way. So I can have it up here and use geothermal without actually being near the ground, which would be quite cool actually. But I do need a lot of things for that. But for the moment I can have this on demand and I can turn it all off. So there we are, get coal chunks, it goes through, diamonds. And these do take quite a while, because you need a lot of compressed balls for each one. But as I got my chunk loader in here anyway, this whole base is always loaded so that if I am mining somewhere or I'm offline, then it will just keep making them for as long as it can. And I can turn the inputs off so that it will store up all my stuff from mining and it only make what's in the system. So if I just leave like the coal on and I have a ton of them in here, then turn all the rest off, then it will just make as many diamonds as it can in the meantime. So just a bit of a fun project, and I want to next time, I'm going to upgrade my barrels it looks like, and try and do dark iron, and set up the rest of this. I've only got my extractor and a few other things here at the moment. Needs to be more, although I did set up this is quite cool. So if I got any cobble, nope, let me grab some cobble, I'll show you what this does. And this sort of thing I want to do for as many things as I can. Probably look quite messy, but it will work. Goes in, gets pulverized, and then it's set so that the output is the back, which is the orange one. Goes through this. Sand goes. Yep, sand goes up this pipe. All the rest goes back in the thing. So at the moment, only sand will go up here, and it just means sand moves all the way along there, and then goes into my hoppers for my furnace. Then from the furnace, it gets pumped out the back, up the bottom, and in here. And then everything else gets pushed in the front as well from the other ones. So I'm going to try and do as many things as I can for that. So basically this is the thing I need to expand. All the stuff from mining comes through here, at the moment that isn't already filtered. Then in here I'll have the same sort of filtering system so that the ores that I want to melt automatically or macerate automatically will go through, and then they'll go into these and be processed. So completely AFK and gorgeous. Instead of a turtle with 100,000 things in it, and it will keep going and make all my stuff. I could always make this even more complicated by having things that then draw secondaries out of here. Things like, if I've macerated something, then it might pull out the dust and put it in the furnace automatically, but at the moment I'm not really needing that much stuff. So at the moment I'm just using this for an automatic glass. So I can just funnel a ton of cobble in here and it will just come out with glass in the end, which is very nice to expand this base. But there you are. I think we got quite a lot done today. I am going to go finish this off by showing you how I'm going to link up the wither farm to the coal, because that's really the main point of this, is using the coal from the wither farm. And I'll set up an ender chest and a couple of bits of that, and I'll be back with you. Okay, so here we are at the wither skeleton farm, and I'm just making them drop to their death. I've got an obsidian pipe in here, which is sucking up the stuff. A bit loud. And then some of the coal is going back into it. Now these do explode sometimes, so I'm not going to stay for very long. And that means I've got a filter in here, so the coal comes into here. That's all I want. All the rest goes into this and goes into the old display that I had set up, so that the bones and the arrows are saved, and the rest just throws at the end. So I'm only here for coal. So I'm going to AFK here for a little bit, and I'll start building stuff next time. So I hope you have enjoyed this. If you have, then you know what to do, and if you haven't, tell me why. I love feedback. So from here and Technical Beast server, I'll see you next time, guys.